I mean, the vlog is a way for me to practice and express myself and also be out there learning more and listen to other people to understand where I could create most value.
Good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Okay, count me in.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 145. My name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and here I share my scaling up journey, building my company from nothing to something. And of course, with me or us, as usual, my dear friend and co-host, Svea-Malina Landshoff. How are you doing, Svea-Malina?
Svea-Malina is doing just great. Hi, Mattias. I've just cleaned upstairs everything. Pretty proud. You know, I'm kind of like in a spring cleaning phase right now where I just throw out a lot of things and I feel that feels good from time to time, you know, to let go of some things. But that's not our topic for today. That's just, you know, my boring personal life, cleaning the house. But you came here because this is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality 3 times per week, and we have a whole framework. Mattias, do you want to introduce that?
Yes, we have a framework for you guys. So every Monday, I share my self-development journey, growing as a human being and a leader. And every Wednesday, I talk about everything I'm learning in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up my company. And then every Friday, I share my weekly inventory. And typically, I talk about things that I could have done differently. Also share what I learned during the week. And we are celebrating the victories together.
Best part of the week.
I think that's the framework in a nutshell.
Thank you for that, Mattias. Then without further ado, let's jump into the Monday episode, the, you know, self-development leadership kind of episode. And, you know, when I was brainstorming about topics, I realized we have never talked about this. So today I want to talk about public speaking. And I know a long time ago, I think when we first met, we were kind of talking about what we are doing and also why you're doing this show that we are on right now. And you mentioned that in the future, this is some kind of plan that you want to speak more publicly about some things and maybe help some people share your knowledge, what you have, you know, learned along the way, building your company. But as I always say, first things first, what is your experience at all with public speaking so far? At what occasions did you do that?
So let's start with the word first. I think public speaking, I mean, I think the scene, the stage has probably changed with internet a lot.
True.
I think probably the biggest reason why I'm doing this vlog together with you, Svea, is because I really want to develop in this field. I mean, the vlog is a way for me to practice and express myself and also be out there learning more and listen to other people to understand where I could create most value.
Yeah.
In
a way, we are publicly speaking right now. It's a matter of how you define it, right?
I mean, that's my point.
Yeah.
So I think I was, it's probably like 23 years ago, I was exposed for the first time. When I probably went to pub, I was exposed for public speaking when I attended a self-development seminar. And during 4 years, I was practicing and building a multi-level marketing business, network marketing business. And I was working basically around Scandinavia, and I was practicing public speaking back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you do back then? Can you explain that, like briefly, what that would look like?
I mean, they were typically sales training. You know, I was doing sales, and then I also held trainings basically.
Okay.
And shared my story. It could be everything from 20 to maybe 1,000 people.
Okay.
I mean, back then I would say I practiced public speaking in a traditional public speaking way,
Yeah.
and
On the stage.
haven't
Yeah.
yeah on a stage. I haven't done that since then, but I think I love it, and yeah, definitely something I would love to do more in the future. And but again, the stage is changing, and it's also one of the biggest reasons why we are doing this vlog, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would be the topics you would like to share? I mean, I probably know the answer. It's something we're already doing now, but or could you also imagine going up on the classic stage again? I think now we're also talking about, you know, having this vlog, having this conversation, putting it out there. But if you go back on a classic stage, what would be the things you would talk about, and who would you talk to? What kind of people?
I think you know, I'm at that stage right now when we are sitting here, and then the framework we just shared is probably where I'm developing my strength and building some gray hairs around. So I think the answer to the question is the vlog and the things we are working on here. So I'm exploring uncharted waters. You know, I think the world has changed, and I think for me to be able to get invited, or get invited to, I think your question is more like coming from a standpoint like somewhere around the world there's a physical stage, and then walk up on that stage, but I think it doesn't really work that way. I mean, you need to the first step is to put out content there, and that's where I am right now. And I'm building my company. I was talking to David, your boyfriend. I was joking, and I said maybe we should do also another vlog with the name MattGron Talks.
Yeah.
Because in this vlog I'm actually sitting here and I'm talking.
Yeah.
MattGron Talks, and maybe we could have a vlog where he is following me again, as we did in my first vlog, Månresan, and so MattGron Walks.
So kind of more daily life, or what would that be about?
I mean, it's basically the same thing as Månresan, but that vlog is now an employee branding content, and it's in Swedish, and I shifted to English because I see myself in the future on a much larger stage.
Yeah.
And Gomun's vision is bigger than Sweden. So that's where we are now. And that's what I'm trying to do, basically. I think as a leader, as a CEO, it's very important to go out there and, doing the bigger sales. And that's what I'm trying to do here in this vlog. And that's also very connected with your question.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to answer it from another more macro perspective. And I don't know if you feel that I
answered.
I answered, yes.
No, you did. And I like that, because I feel sometimes, even though I feel in some cases we are very similar, in other conversations, I feel I look at it from a completely different view. Like you said, like I was really thinking of a classical stage, walking up there, having a microphone, talking to people. And I like that you give your input there and show that we are actually already doing this here. And I think what you said with the first step is to put out content is very true, because also who wants to listen to you if you have never shown what you're talking about, right? And have any relevance. So exactly that is what this is about.
Yeah, but I just want to say that because I think it's so... it's so warm. I did like a
take it off, Mattias. Come on.
like a workout session. I need to take off.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Mattias already did 22,000 steps apparently today, right? For the step competition.
Yes. Yeah, but I think the foundation for me when I'm answering your question is that the process is the stage.
Yeah.
Because I mean, as I said when we kicked off the episode, this is episode like 145, and probably another 10,000 episodes before anyone calls me and hey,
Yeah.
will you like to speak on this event or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're
on it.
We are in the process. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I think Gary Vaynerchuk said that also. Like you said, I put out thousands of pieces of content before anyone even gave a fuck. I was just thinking about that because it's the way he said it. And that's true. I mean, you have to start somewhere. But so my question that I prepared was actually about stage fright, but I think that applies also on exposing yourself out there like we're doing it right now in the internet, publishing these episodes. How do you deal with that? Are you still worried or anxious about when we are starting this because you don't really know what I prepared again and where this is going? Is it something maybe that got better now the more episodes we were doing? Or how do you deal with that feeling that I think probably everyone has?
So, I mean, if we're talking about public speaking, I am, of course, nervous, and I think you should be. And I think that's always in life a part of the process. I mean, overcoming yourself and winning out there. And I think a huge misunderstanding building your own business and being an entrepreneur is that people think I'm not afraid. But I'm probably more afraid than anyone else, and but I'm always there exposing myself for the new things and learning in the process. So I think there's two different things: being afraid or nervous versus being paralyzed.
Yeah, I have one more question. When you speak in front of people, being it on a stage, being it here in our vlog, how do you like to do it? Do you like to plan out everything you want to say, write notes, or do you rather go with the flow? What's your approach?
I mean, I'm not doing public speaking in that way today. I mean, but in one way, I'm speaking every day in front of the team, and I mean, there is a kickoff coming up next week. There will be a moment where I need to speak to people, and let's say it this way: when there is bigger speaking engagements I need to prepare for, I will always start with like the end, and I try to reverse engineer.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The goal I'm trying to reach, which is kind of the approach I have with everything I do. And then I map it out, and then I get some kind of framework, what I need to do in, certain times. But I think it's a little bit connected with what you asked before when you were talking about being afraid. And because I think, and you said vigilant, that you need to stay vigilant. And a part of that is actually trusting your intuition and be in the moment with the audience. Yeah. Because when you read other people and you look at their body language and stuff, you might need to change and tweak stuff at the same time you are presenting. So that's my answer. And I typically also, I'm not using it when I talk necessarily, because I don't have like notes in front of me in that way, but it's good for my brain to kind of sketch down the different blocks. It's almost like like blocks that I should go through. So I think my brain is a little bit wired that way. I think I see it like images in front of me. And yeah, we were talking about visualization last time, and I think what I'm trying to do is visualize in front of me how and what I'm talking about, and what kind of goal I want to reach.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I work the same way. I'm also more visual when it comes to that. And even I think I prepare the way that I almost write down everything word for word that I want to say. But then in the end, I normally don't even look at my notes because I kind of already know what I want to say. But it helps me before to, like you said, sort out what are like the main, the most important points I want to talk about. But I like your approach of reverse engineering, of thinking about the outcome or whatever you want to evoke first, and then think about how to get there. I'll try that next time. That's interesting. We didn't learn that in school. That is interesting. Yeah, so thanks for that, Mattias. That's my takeaway for today. Try some reverse engineering, talking to people. And also another thing I like what you said is that people always think that entrepreneurs are not afraid, but you are actually very afraid, but you just choose to face it and grow bigger than that, I guess.
Yeah, that's me at least. I'm
maybe there are fearless people.
Who knows? Yeah.
But thank you for that.
But I mean, is there an option, like for me? Yeah, like overcome myself and grow in the process. I mean, that's what we are doing here.
3 times per week.
Yeah, 3 times per week. And to wrap up then, Svea, this was episode 145 of MattGron Talks. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like what we are doing here, please hit the bell, subscribe. That would mean a lot for us. And then we hope to see you in the next one.
I hope so.
Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you next time.